So here we are, guys, for the great final of the Arbury Showoff Cup 2. Turbi versus Faiman. Place your bet and use the channel point right now.
Beautiful. I guess I will make the YouTube cut from right there. That is so beautiful.
Okay, so here we are, pick and ban. So yeah, Kinu make a great job on every stall team in the end, even mid-range one, so that's always a good ban. But looking at the team of Faiman, even Naga is not a big deal. You got Ragnet, you got the Chimerian, so still fine to deal with.
I mean,
Monko, yeah.
Faiman has a lot of stuff to deal with Naga if he really wants to. But the question is, if Kinu is banned, Turbi has very limited setuppers, which is, well, two of them, I guess. Pig and Corin can both stonewall and start setting up.
True. You might get also some hooks with the Hosukai and the Pig protecting him, but he decides to go on Naga and 𝗧𝗵𝗺 here. Yeah, E-Punch is probably going to be the best way to deal with. So we might see a ban from Faiman, which could probably be Hosukai and Corin, just to make sure to hit well next turn. Turok is pretty great too. Yeah.
Confused. I like Naga is starting, that's fine, but I think Naga needs to swap on turn 1 itself, right? It cannot stay in front of a Ragnet, because we clearly know that Turbi is not running the bait on 𝗧𝗵𝗺, so it's definitely not 𝗧𝗵𝗺 that's taking that attack. It will be Naga's slot that is taking that attack.
Yep, and I don't think 𝗧𝗵𝗺 might be dead from a harmful microwave plus E-Punch, but he's so squishy at the same time, so he might get a double focus on him. He decides to ban 𝗬𝗶, so no. That was the second reset user of the team. Not a bad ban in the end. Because you also got the E-Punch synergy with the Head Giant and the Monko. You got, like I said, the reset. You also got the Turbine to deal with 𝗧𝗵𝗺. So nice ban here. Chimerian might be easy to deal with because you got the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 and the Lava Wave. But looking at the rest of the team, we're probably going to see Platymus here. Because you can play with the Common Factor trait from 2-wire.
That is true.
And I think you can definitely outspeed him with a Aquatic Whirlwind. So yeah, here we are. Platymus.
And here it is, the first match here between Turbi and Faiman. Ragnet Monko versus 𝗧𝗵𝗺 and Nagaise for the first trade. Place your bait, guys, place your bet.
Betting is about to close, so this is the correct time. If you guys want to place your bets, now is the time. As for turn 1, I do believe that Naga might be looking to back out of here, and maybe 2-wire comes in to apply neutrality, but again, I don't know if it can take the power of that double lane. As for Pig, we saw that Pig took like 98% damage last time it took an Electro Punch in the face. So I'm not sure of its confidence as well on taking this attack here.
Oh, we might get a double swap. Maybe he kept the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 here. Deciding to swap the Monko for the Nagais here. I mean, you still have to deal with the... Oh, that's a wastewater for Sweden's Horn. I didn't have the info. Okay. Because I was afraid from that, actually.
If it was a normal wastewater, that Naga would be in trouble right now.
So playing with the heavy armor here. 10% on the defenses. I mean, you still have a double on the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 here. I don't think at the moment Hosukai is a big deal. He's got the Fury with E-Punch that might get both of the Temps in trouble.
There can be a charged Iron Filings into a Fury, which can be a lot of an issue, right? Because that is going to neutralize the whole thing.
Yeah, you need to go E-Punch here, because if you go on charging Iron Feeling, you are not going to deal good damage on that Hosukai, but at the same time you
Actually,
cover.
Naga is slower than Ragnet because of the heavy armor now. Because all the scuffed speeds are, you know, kind of undersped by that Naga. So that Naga is slower. We have a madness buff coming in.
Whoa. Okay, 𝗧𝗵𝗶, keep putting the pressure on him. That's fine. The hook that give him the slingshot proc, but at the same time, no way he survived from a madness buff fury here. So
Yeah,
or
right
maybe,
now he has to back out for sure.
yeah, maybe it's the right time to put to wire. What do you think about that?
I mean, Tuwar is gonna make, like, if it makes things neutral, then the Fury is gonna hurt even harder, right? At least if you're immune to that. I think maybe Pig might be better, or maybe the Naga itself is better there. But again, Chimurian is there on the other slot, which is a problem as well, which can do a CPG.
A CPG, or maybe with the damage from Naga, you can even go for a front whip, even if it's divide by 2. I think you can basically have like getting pretty confident about the damage from the Fury here.
Fair enough. They're taking their time to think right now.
Yeah, 1 minute and a half for Turbi. So probably getting a Pig epic. Because if it's the case, then we can probably have a Stonewall next turn using the DA. And there it is. Oh, good damage. So Pig is probably going to die and dealing the 30% damage. Yep. So Lava Wave might come on the 𝗂𝗵𝗆 and kill it. Oh, heat up.
I'm really gonna say that was a really good way of doing that. Technically, well, Pig, he lost the Pig, but you know, killing the Naga was really good because Naga could impact a lot of stuff on the other side. And now it's out of the way.
Yeah. So now I think Turbi is pretty fine. Still, he have to deal with Monko and Platymus in the back. So he's not really safe at the moment.
Until Monko is not dead, this game is still playable because reset can happen anytime and all the advantage Turbi has is gone like no tomorrow.
Yeah, reset can deal with 5 pph at the same time. And there he is, Monko.
Turbi needs to ensure that the Monko is dead. Once the Monko is dead, I think Turbi just wins this match right away. But until Monko is alive, this match is still going.
But how can he deal with 𝗧𝗵𝗺 here? Because bringing Nagais can give him the 3 prio, but there is... Yeah, there is Monko and 𝗂𝗵𝗆.
The thing is, the rat cannot attack. And this is the 3rd contagious trait proc, which means almost 8 to 9 toxic ticks already being used. And there is so much value he's getting there by keeping the rat in.
Oh, and it's not killing. 𝗧𝗵𝗆, oh, probably one-shotting the Monko here. Not enough. 16.6%. 𝗧𝗵𝗺 dying from the overexertion. But now, what can Turbi actually do? Putting the Naga here?
I mean,
even
this... Yeah, I think he's in a very good spot. If he wants to kill the Monko, this I think is the time when he can kill the Monko, because Monko is in a lot of pressure right now.
You got the harmful microwave, which is 1 prio with Monko. So is Nagais slower even with that?
He has a heavy armor, so I would expect so, but I would not bet on that. But we shall see how it goes.
Okay, here it is. The first 5 ppH on the Platymus. So 5 turns left. Monko decides to swap. 𝗂𝗵𝗆 is pretty great here. He can deal with both of them. And 𝗏𝗏 is getting pretty well tanked. Toxin Shower. Oof. So Vial is now down.
That is kind of huge because 𝗬𝗵𝗺 could have one-shotted the Naga next turn with CPG. But with the Vial now, that is not the case. And the problem is also that Osuchi can just keep hooking or uppercutting the 𝗬𝗵𝗺 and it should be dead, I think, most likely.
Yeah, still you're under DA. That's a +2 defense, special defense. What can he basically do? Does he need to save the Hosukai in the end to deal with Ragnet later? Because Ragnet can definitely get rid of the other. Yeah, he's swapping it, putting to wire. So nullifying everyone, we might see a Fury here.
Yep, and that's gonna hurt a lot for sure. Well, at least on 𝗬𝗵𝗺 it hurts.
Okay, here we are. Probably a KO on 𝗬𝗵𝗺. Not enough. Oh, the double screen on the Platymus. We got the info. Rotengu putting the 2-wire under 10%, so we might get a double kill next turn. I mean, 𝗬𝗵𝗺 can definitely be dead next turn with the Psy Surge. But Toxin Shower, even 𝗂𝗀𝗶𝗆 will win in the end. But you need to keep it for the Hosukai.
Yeah. Turbi is just avoiding the Platymus as much as he can right now, but sadly I think as long as Platymus saves the aquatic whirlwind, I think that is at least some decent damage going on Osuchi or Osukai.
He decides to swap it. So if Faiman reads that, the 𝗂𝗀𝗆 whirlwind going on the Hosukai, this is going to be big damage. So 𝗬𝗵𝗺 taking the Psy Surge, that was for sure because that was too much of a threat. Rotengu, so no more slingshot for the next turn, which is actually pretty good. 2 turns left for the Platymus. And I think DA is finished, right?
Yeah, it is. It just finished.
So we might get a reset here to save the Platymus.
For sure. Sounds like a plan. But the thing
That
is
is-
the 5/5 PP can be applied again. That's the thing.
Yeah, true. But it's still 5 turns, so I think Platymus can be enough to deal with the rest of the game. We still have
Fair
Ragnet in the back, but facing Hosukai will be a problem. Here it is, the reset on Platymus. Are we going to see a 𝗂𝗀𝗆 whirlwind? Nope, but the Nitosaiho is definitely killing the Monko here. Toxin Shower, pretty great to get the evade status and not getting target by the 5 PPH for the next turn.
Okay, that was a
Oh.
wild and weird turn of events that just folded there.
So since it's a physical Hosukai, we might get a Rockfall. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
Well, Rockfall doesn't do much. Okay, I would have said it does double damage to Ragnet and half damage to Platymus. But with the Nullify being on field now, it is literally gonna do equal damage or neutral damage at least.
Yeah, even more damage on Platymus because he got pretty bad defenses. Oh, Slingshot is back. Hologram. We might get a... Yeah, oh, Turbine. He was counting on the Prio. Now,
Turbi is
Paizo.
buying time right now, back to back.
Yeah, Paizo is back. I mean, depending on your choice, what do you think will be the best here? Maybe Paizo on the Hosukai, like you deal the most damage again.
right now when
Yeah.
the neutrality is there. Yeah, I agree.
Toxin Shower again. Are we going to see the 5 PPH here? Oh, looks like it's the case. No, he decides to rest.
Well, the thing is, when he rests, he gets the life full sap, which is healing more than the damage is coming. So this is a bad situation. This is where this trait is gonna be very much in clutch.
Yeah, I just need to spam hook here just to get the slingshot proc. I don't think even Platymus can kill.
As long as Ragnet does P-jabbing, it could have worked, but sadly Platymus is a special attack user. And P-jab does not reduce the special defense.
Oh, still good damage, so... depending on how many damage... Yeah, Ragnite is not enough. So you get back 10%. Probably going to rest here, just to make sure you got enough.
Well, if he rests, he get the passive again, you know, so he keeps on healing. That is... No, it doesn't kill. He's gonna... Yeah, this match is sadly not in the favor of Faiman anymore.
What if... Oh...
He is going full stall mode at the moment now. Looks like it is gonna be a nice looking sleep lock here.
Yep, and Faiman knows that, so that's 1 point for Turbi here.
Let's go match number 2. Is Turbi getting his Ōsūkai banned, or is it gonna be Kinu again from Faiman? I think what Slingshot did in the current meta is basically, you know, just doing what Kinu does, but faster than Kinu itself, like proactively getting yourself buffed while you still do your normal moves and stuff, you know.
Oh, he decides to ban 𝗧𝗵 here. Isn't that really scary? Because Turbi can definitely start with Kinu Ōsūkai.
Probably. I mean, he's already banking on... Okay, there we go. Turbi
there it is. There. I mean, Faiman had to pick one of the reset them. But now, double digital move against Ōsūkai and Kinu. You still have in the back to wire to put some common factor procs.
Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
You continue, I had a glass break.
Take your time. So Faiman probably needs to ban the 2-wire. Okay, he decides to ban the Garunder just to make sure there is no electric smooth. Primus get it pick here just to deal with the Koren and the Ōsūkai, even with some special defense as we saw last match. Ōsūkai is taking good damage from the 𝗂𝗀𝗆𝗺 win from Primus. Yeah, looking at the team, he definitely needs to take... Wait, that's not that easy in the end. Because Ragnet, what can Ragnet here bring? Okay, what can Ragnet bring here? Like, you had charge iron feelings with him, but he decides to go on to rock, probably to deal with the DF from Naga and using the viral at his advantage. So we might get the double trouble combo here with the double harmful microwave. Is it a gag head giant? No way it is.
It could be. I mean, if it is stacking up all the buffs, then it could be.
But using the fake beard, I don't know if you run fake beard on gag head giant. So I would probably go on Kinu here and deal with Ōsūkai later. As long as you keep Monko, it's fine to reset him whenever you need.
I mean, the match before where we saw that we reset the Ōsūkai, but then he still gained buffs so quickly. It's just how that item functions, and we have a harmful microwaves coming in on that Kinu. Will be taking it down to 52.2%, and a soul shout coming in doesn't do much, half damage down to 35.6.
He was reading the Naga here. Oh, mid bar with the beta burst. Wow. So near here you can definitely kick Fury if you want to get rid of the two guys, but Animus and 𝗬𝗎 coming here will be pretty bad for Turbi. Because front whip will be up. You also got the Rotengu, which is one prio without the synergy. Definitely good moves to deal with Naga. And he needs to keep the reset. The 𝗏𝗂𝗽𝗏 is swapping here. Yep, there it is. 𝗬𝗎. Yeah, go ahead.
According to you, do you think like 𝗬𝗎 with hostile is better or disgrace? Considering hostile is a one-time trade and disgrace is a non-stop trade.
I mean, you got so many things to reduce the buff, reset, black hole synergy and stuff. It's more like a BO1 trait, in my opinion. But disgrace is definitely really good when you can force some swap and make sometimes lose defenses.
Now, if you think of it, if they make a swap, I mean, there's definitely a swap coming in because I can see the Toxic Shower, I believe, from 𝗵𝗵𝗺 probably this turn and CPG. But if he predicts the swap, he can do an 𝗬𝗽𝗀𝗺𝗺, but that is literally a high read or a hard read.
Yeah, better to keep some techniques back. So probably peak coming. There it is. And if you press the Toxin Shower, it will be protected from the Turbine next turn. Hatsu is coming in. Are we getting the read from Faiman? Not the case. Front whip on 𝗶𝗶𝗃. Getting good damage. That's why it can be pretty good in the end. The hostile trait.
Well, Slingshot is disabled for that though. That is one good thing here at the moment. For Faiman.
But now 𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗺 is up. Are you considering reading hard and swap Hosukai for I was about to say Nagais, but too risky.
It is risky. I mean, I think Naga is really good. I don't know if he wants to throw it out like that in a field where it can take a CPG in the face.
So he's saying 𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗺 dealing good damage under 40%. We see wind burst. Whoa, that's pretty good damage. Doubling on the 𝗵𝗵𝗺. Is CPG going to kill Pig? No, 0.7. That's actually really good.
For him, it's really good.
Yeah. We might get some divine inspiration because I don't think there is any. Oh, maybe 𝗬𝗎𝗀 can play Rush. And then potentially save the 𝗵𝗵𝗺. Because we might get a Toxin Shower again. Because Hook is not killing.
Now, I mean, 𝗏𝗂𝗽 is still pretty much alive and he can reset later on if required. We have a Jinx Whisper coming in. I think he's just banking that a Toxin Shower happens and the pig dies and it will kill the 𝗵𝗵𝗺 as well. But then that should be waking it up as well. I'm not sure why. I think everyone is falling for 𝗬𝗎𝗀 here, like trying to hypnotize a 𝗬𝗎𝗀, but it literally has energy drain.
Yeah, that's definitely that's definitely a good read from Faiman. So two Tems down now. But if now he needs to deal with Korin and Nagais. This is actually pretty bad.
It is definitely bad for him, not gonna lie.
I didn't pay attention. Is the 𝗬𝗎𝗀 just OX here?
Yes, it is.
Okay. that's the first turn of Koren. So no stun ball, but actually he's covering 𝗬𝗏𝗺 and 𝗬𝗂𝗽𝗏 in the back. Noxious Bone might be on the Turok at the moment if he's actually running it. But +2 defense might be enough to tank it and getting back some HP with the vial. Okay. That's a chunky one. Doubling on the... And the Feather Gatling... 20%. The +2 defense is definitely a game changer here.
It is definitely helping a lot at the moment.
Because now Stone Ball is killing the 𝗬𝗏𝗺. I think the base stat of 𝗬𝗏𝗺 is higher than Koren.
The thing is, I think Faiman just has to stall out till all the Deceit Aura turns are done. And the moment Deceit Aura turns are done, he can then bring in the 𝗬𝗏𝗺 and 𝗬𝗂𝗽𝗏 to just double harmful microwave the Naga down, you know?
And
but the Koren is still a problem. How do you kill the Koren here from his standpoint?
I mean, you still have 𝗬𝗂𝗽 with some melee move, but if you decide to sacrifice 𝗬𝗂𝗽 here, and that's probably going to be the case, you're going to have a bad time dealing with Koren. I wonder if Stone Ball is killing. Not enough. Madness buff here. Okay, so that's already 3 turns of DA.
I think this is the 3rd turn. Tactical strike triggering, doing some extra damage, but looks like Faiman will be taking this match. Turbi giving up on that match, and that will be a 1-1.
Okay, here we are. The last match. So 𝗬𝗏𝗺 still bad here on the Faiman side. Am I considering banning the Kinu this time?
It's not a bad idea to ban Kinu, because I think Faiman has ways to deal with the 𝗧𝗵𝗺, but there is a problem in dealing with that Kinu if it is stacking up too much buffs. Or maybe just ban the 𝗬𝗏𝗺 if he really... 𝗬𝗏𝗽 if it really wants to be honest.
Because 𝗬𝗏𝗽 is a pain to deal with, but still, you definitely have the damage to deal with it. Like we saw, we got a Rotengu that is actually putting Slingshot down for 2 turns, and the 𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗆 is actually a good damage dealer. 𝗧𝗵𝗺 first. We might considering a start with Naga again, like first game. But if you read that, yeah, Turok is definitely needed. At the same time, yeah, picking digital will be great for Turbi because you can just counter it with the Twire. Okay, we are playing with DA here. So, what do you think about Garunder in the end?
I don't know, it is like a hit and miss. I still need to see him being played more, because every match that I see Garunder being played in, he either, you know, dies quickly or doesn't do anything impactful before dying, kind of thing. I kind of want to see him in action and actually do something, because mostly I just see him pivoted as a swap in, swap out kind of thing. And I don't know if in this match it's going to be the same or not.
Because, yeah.
But I think Faiman realizes one thing right now, that the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 has Shuin's horn, so he knows that Naga is not threatened by the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 at least. But in that case, Turok is threatened. I don't know if he forgot, but Turok is definitely threatened here with the wastewater.
Both of them are actually threatened because Garunder is running wastewater. So if you want to actually deal with damage, you're covering both of them.
That's fair enough.
But I don't think Naga and Turok will die from both wastewater. Probably Stone Ball and 𝗵𝗏𝗺 will kill the 𝗧𝗵𝗺, so this is going to be a coin flip on first turn.
Mexican standoff, eh?
Maybe you want to kill Maybe you want to kill the Garunder first, just to make sure that 𝗶𝗵𝗆 is actually safe. Because on turn 3 you got the 𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗶𝗶 technique.
I think you definitely kill the Garunder first, because one thing is for sure, he knows that the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 wastewater is not toxic. So even later on he can't kill the 𝗶𝗵𝗆, you know. It is still... Like, I do think that 𝗧𝗵𝗺 is not much of a threat right now than how much Garunder is if it gets his electric attacks. So yeah, I do agree that it should go for the Garunder first, which is a 𝗬𝗃𝗀𝗃 apparently.
Nice ref. But yeah, he still needs to wait turn 3 to use Paizo. I don't remember. I think Turbi is running thick skin on the Garunder. So he can't have the Paizo turn 2 if it's the other trait. You just need to rest to get it. And we probably might get a setup from it, because maybe if he's running Purgation and putting, like you said, like really starting to set up, but dying before getting really nice setup, it's probably hard to put on this game. Because wastewater is coming, that's the thing. But if he press Purgation, he's taking the stud ball really bad.
I don't know if he does Purgation or takes the risk to play Purgation. I think Turbi might look to meditate the damage as much as he can. Maybe he brings the pig in to take half damage from the stone ball, but he will be getting almost neutral damage from Naga there. Not sure if he goes for Madness buff though on the Naga.
That's also a coin flip move. So oh, okay, saving the Naga for later. But Contagion is actually putting so much value in here.
Definitely.
Oof. Caps a lot, but still doing good damage. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 on the Turok, as you said. That's not that much of the damage, but
Decent chunk, but not much. With the toxic take down to 54.2%, which means it can take another wastewater and still live on 8%.
Yeah. But now no DA to put the stone ball back on one prio first. So why did he bring the 𝗶𝗵𝗆 here? Was he reading something else? 𝗂𝗀𝗶𝗆.
Chamomile pig. She is next. That's the Naga coming in. Poetic Whirlwind on the pig. It doesn't do much. Rockfall. Half damage as well. Turbi neglected a lot of damage here this turn with those swaps.
But now Rotten Goo is one prio, so the Nagais might take good damage. And I think
Stoneball
you just...
and Rotten Goo both.
do you think it kills? Because Stoneball will go first. So you're not getting the value from the nullified of the vial.
That is true. That is true actually. Maybe he can just...
You just leave me.
maybe he can just do a feather Gatling on top of Goo, and that should be. But as you said, Contagious getting so much value of these poison takes, my friend.
Oh, the stone wall is not welcomed here. Oh, he decides to use the synergy. That's actually... Yeah, maybe protecting... He has to protect the Turok in the end to deal with both of them. So nice read from Turbi. No more 𝗬𝗏𝗺𝗁. So he's getting back the stab in the end from the wastewater.
That is true. He has the stab on that. Not stab, but yeah, he has, well, extra damage because he is the water typing at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Set up the reset for next turn is actually not that bad. He punched synergy, killing the pig. We're losing 30% HP, but it's still fine. Oh, Psychos. So here's the thing. Naga can come back with DA, but are you going to save Regnet or resetting the Fox heater?
It is a complicated situation for sure.
Considering the team, you might need Regnet just to deal with Naga. So he's forcing Faiman to use reset this turn.
I mean, technically speaking, he can reset the rat, and then 2 turns later he can still reset the Regnet. It's a one-hold move, right? So he still has time for that, but
true.
That is considering the Monko lives, which I don't think it will.
I mean, Garundor coming on the battlefield at the moment is another threat because you got the Paizo back. So Monko might take a good amount of damage, and
the
Shrink's Horn
Wastewaters,
is bad. Yeah. So Monko is in the bad spot here. Because even if you clean the Doom here, actually 𝗧𝗵 can put it back 2 turns later. Ooh, that's not enough. 2.4. Schwing's Horn going on the Monko, as we said.
That is actually a Chonko, not a Monko. That is
Charge
full of
arrow.
chunk.
Yep. Killing the Garundor pretty easily. Nullifying the 𝗧𝗵. So, what can we expect next turn? Because now the Naga can come in and at some point counter. Still no Naga? Okay. Actually, now he don't need to use reset. Would be better if he resets the 2-wire in the end. Because you get rid of the nullified effect and kills it.
I think, to be honest, reset and Electro Punch is the best here. Legit, because if Naga comes in, Naga dies from that Electro Punch as well. You are right. Reset into Electro Punch on that slot is probably a one-shot kill regardless.
And also, you can definitely clean the Doom next turn if Faiman is running Plasma Beam on the Monko. So you just need to burn the Regnet and, you know, get rid of the Doom status.
True. Well, the thing is, 𝗧𝗵 cannot waste water the Regnet as well, because the Poison Tick will also remove. Actually, I just realized, Nesha, that he can do an Electro Punch this turn and just swap the Regnet out next turn. It will apply Poison Tick because of Contagious, and that will remove the Doom.
Oh,
that
rigged.
Contagious is about to go against him as well in this scenario.
That is, oh lord.
Yeah, he can do that. He can literally swap out and the poison will remove the Doom, I believe. That's how it will work, right? Or am I seeing that interaction wrong?
No, that's definitely the case. So probably going to see the reset. No, Faiman.
Oh my god, Faiman, you had such a good shot there, and that is the snare.
Okay, so we get rid of the item from the Regnet. Oh, that's so sad, actually. I mean, I know I'm from Turbi, but still, this is the final.
That feels bad, man. That was looking like such a good play. The reset into Electro Punch. Next turn, just swap out. And, well, otherwise it would just die, you know.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it would die. But still, getting that one-shot kill is so valuable there.
I mean, it's still not lose for Faiman, because he can keep the Regnet in the back. Stone Ball is a threat for the oh, I forgot the name, 𝗧𝗵. But at the same time, probably Regnet is getting outsped by Psy-Surge.
Well, the thing
No
is,
way, right?
as people are saying that Rat could have swapped and he could have, you know, lived. But the thing is, if the Turok if the 2-wire or Naga on the right side would have died, then it's only 2 Tems and the Rat could not swap out, right? Then it was just a free swap for Regnet, and that would have removed the Doom as well by default with the Contagious.
Yeah, the reset Heat Punch was definitely the best play to do here. And I think this is going to be to cost the game to Faiman. Turbine going on the 𝗧𝗵. He got +2 defense, so this is not going to be enough. Farther Gauge taking care of the Regnet here, definitely enough. Oh wait, what am I saying? Not enough.
Not enough yet. But this definitely will be.
Yeah, 𝗬𝗪 is now up. We might see also Naga just to use the DA.
Well, here's the problem. If Ragnar could have lived another turn, that would have been good, but sadly he's not. He's gonna just Electro Punch this turn and probably done for the day. As for Naga, Naga can attack this turn, but is this the third turn or fourth turn of Deceit Aura? Because that can matter a lot at the moment. If this is the third turn, because next turn he'll get another attack off then.
So let me think about it. We had Naga and Turok first turn. He swapped, and he didn't come back in the end.
E-Punch is one-shotting, that is guaranteed. So this turn was Ragnar's turn for sure, but next turn is where it matters. Can this kill the rat is the question. It does not. Now it's gonna be a problem because Naga has to deal with two threats here at once.
Yeah.
Which is a problematic situation, but I think reset into 2-wire was a really good turn back then. That was where the match... Wait, actually 𝗵𝗵𝗶 is still alive and that is a good HP, so... I think Toxin Shower and... Yeah, I think Faiman did not lose this match yet. He still has a good chunk of control into his hands.
Do you press Madness buff with the guys here?
I think that's risky, but...
On Faiman's side.
I think you... I am wondering right now, do we have any Deceit Aura active at all? Because if we do, then you just kill the rat first and 𝗵𝗵𝗶 will win the game then.
Double DA, we know, we got the information. Is 𝗧𝗵𝗶 going to? No. That's not the case. Lava Wave is definitely going on the guys here. Dealing few damage, but still getting rid of the item. In the end, that's not really a thing, because double DA just reset the trait. This is actually pretty good for Faiman and Turbi killing himself with the madness buff.